The YTPC, Joshua Stewart, smoking a pipe up north in the woods. Today, I'm going to have my first smoke in this pipe that I bought at the swap meet a couple weeks ago. Spent a little time yesterday and just gave it a good thorough cleaning and used a little bit of alcohol and stuff and cleaned it out and got it good enough inside. So there's my last pipe cleaner that went through it. So there's nothing else coming on it, and reamed out the bowl and cleaned it up. The bowl had literally about an 1/8 inch of cake per side all the way around, and had it, lighting is poor, but so this is, I guess, technically my first smoke in it. Reamed it out, scraped it out, cleaned it out, and there's a bunch of, the air hole in the stem was almost blocked, and I actually had to use my pipe tool to actually break through there to be able to open up the hole, and then use the alcohol and stuff, and dozens of pipe cleaners running through, a bunch of bristle ones, and almost the same thing with the mouthpiece and stem. And there's all kinds of gunk in there, but got it cleaned out, cleaned up the outside a little bit, and I'm not really sure what brand it is. It says Synchomatic on the side here, and then there's a M with a circle. I think Rose, on the video where I showed this when I first got back from the swap meet, she mentioned a brand that it might be, and I guess I haven't done any more research since then to see if that's accurate or not, but this is my first pipe of this shape. What is this, a Bulldog or a Rhodesian, or I'm not sure, but I'm looking forward to it. And after I got it reamed out, this is a huge bowl. I don't, is it 15/16 of an inch? Yeah, it's definitely one of my biggest bowls. But not very deep. So I've got in it, I just wanted to put a good non-arrow in it. I got some Escudo Navy Deluxe in there. So just for a first smoke, got probably 1/3 of a bowl. When I set the tobacco out on my little valet here, I put out enough that would normally be enough for on one of my Legend cobs. Probably be enough for 3/4 or a full bowl. And this thing, I got that much room in there yet. Full fingernail to the bottom. So if I'm ever gonna want a good long smoke, I got a feeling that this is gonna be my one. So anyway, we'll light it up and see how it smokes. This is a non-filtered pipe. It's got the screw-in stinger with the stinger cut off. Better get it focused there. Which a lot of people don't like the stingers, and they're happy to see them cut off. But I know my K-Witties that have the stingers, I think they help with the kind of cool things down a little bit. Thought about trying some early morning pipe in here, which normally I smoke my pipe in the evening, probably about an hour before I go to bed usually. But right now, it's actually mid-morning. taking a little break here. I actually took the day off of work. As I mentioned, we've got a few little projects going on for trying to get done before my son's graduation party in a couple weeks here. And with some of the projects going on, we're getting some got some new furniture and stuff, so we had a bunch of stuff to dispose of, so we ended up renting a dumpster. And you know, stuff just accumulates over time too, so going through and getting rid of a bunch of stuff that that doesn't have any value, or at least not enough value to take the time to sell it. So when I called the place that rented the dumpster, they said this is the price, and that's for 2 weeks. You can have it, and then just buy the ton for the actual junk that's inside it. So then I asked, well, what if I need it like an extra week or two? Oh, just so much a day or a week past the 2 weeks. It's like, okay, sounds fine. So it was delivered on a Wednesday a couple weeks ago. And then on Wednesday of this week was the 2 weeks up, so they called me on Tuesday and said that they need to pick it up tomorrow. And I'm like, but I'm going to need it for probably another week yet. And they said, no, 2 weeks is all you get. So we went back and forth a little bit, and wish I'd have recorded the call, but I didn't, and we didn't have everything in there that we needed in there yet, so we kind of went back and forth a little bit, and finally they agreed to give me, they were supposed to pick it up on Wednesday, today's Thursday, they agreed to give me until Friday, so that's why I'm taking the day off of work today, is get everything else taken care of that needs to go in that dumpster. And so I figured I'd take a little break here and have my first pipe in whatever we want to call this, the Synchomatic. Yeah, it seems okay. Say, I wish it had the stinger in. I think I tend to puff a little too fast. I don't know, maybe I can do some sort of makeshift stinger on it or something. I wonder if there'd be a way I could put some sort of filter in there. Yeah, probably not really. How about seen some people, what is it, those Nording stones or something that they put in the bottom of the bowl? I wonder if they would help something like this. Other than it seems like it's a little too easy to, well, I guess you'd just consider it an unrestricted draw. So like I said, usually I'm used to either like the Dr. Grable filters in a pipe, or or the K Woody stingers that just have that little itty bitty tiny hole that you can barely fit a pipe cleaner through. This, I'm pretty sure it's not a high-end pipe. It looks like there's a lot of little flaws in the briar. Obviously, the guy that had it before me, he smoked it a lot with, like I say, there was about an 1/8 inch per side of cake on it, and he didn't have a 15/16 diameter bowl to enjoy his stuff in. Stuff is having a hard time staying lit, which I don't know if that's because of the pipe or. Yeah. It's going to take a little getting used to match my cadence to the pipe. It's going pretty good now. Maybe I'll ask you guys too, as far as this shape. I'm not sure if you'd consider it a Bulldog or Rhodesian. I'm not really up on all the shapes. Kind of have a little bit of an idea, but I'm definitely not an expert. So is there a certain type of blend that would go best on a pipe like this? Like I say, the bowl, I think it's 15/16 diameter and about 1.25 inches deep. So yeah, it's going pretty good now. Yeah, the stem wasn't too bad. And there's not really much for bite marks or anything on it. So I didn't really have to do any sanding or fills or anything to speak of. So all I really did on the stem was just hit it with a little bit of Scotch-Brite to get some of that oxidation and crud and stuff. I've done the OxyClean thing on the stems before, on these vulcanite stems, but I didn't have any out here in the shop when I was working on it, and I didn't feel like going in the house to get some. So and of course sanitized everything with some alcohol when I was done. yeah, I'll finish this up here and might try another bowl of something in it this evening. So with that, I'll let you go. Joshua Stewart, smoking a pipe up north in the woods. Have a good day.